drove the Akaviri back to the sea. When the enemies begged for the mercy they lacked, three voices as one shouted blood for the pack. War by war, our story told. No shackles can hold us where
I never knew that
Always a
about
pleasure,
witches.
Sarn.
Honor to you, Sarah. Welcome to the Mages Guild Hall. I realize that our presence here in the temple is unconventional, but I'm afraid that our former hall was razed just recently. One does what one must, yes? Have you come seeking membership? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. It's a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanis will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members, and from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. While many of us here in Davin's Watch hold true to the Dragon Banner, when we're on guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls. Vanis Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success. Excellent. Welcome to the Mages Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's in the stacks on the floor below, and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
If you came for crafting certification, you must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you prove yourself, I'll certify you as competent to fulfill crafting writs. Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify you. I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. Certainly, please specify. Glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with magical properties. I can teach you how to wreath your axe with flames, or give cloth robes the strength of iron. Good. We should begin while things are busy for neither of us. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? Enchanters harness the possibility of runes, transforming them into the certainty of glyphs. I'll teach you, but I can only focus on one certification at a time. Is this agreeable? There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn? A provisioner condenses the essence of ingredients into food or drink. A true artist balances palate with new... There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? Alchemists are masters of the elixir. They trap magic in a bottle. There is much more. Enchanters harness the possibility of runes, transforming them into the certainty of glyphs. I'll teach you. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to? As with master chefs, every alchemist must assemble the right components before crafting a special concoction. Are you so capable? We shall see. I require you to locate a solvent and some reagents. Then you shall craft me a potion. Yes, every alchemical mixture requires a solvent, a pure liquid base, and reagents such as herbs and flowers. Now go, find a solvent and some reagents. Once you have what you need, return to me. There's a quiet area nearby with mountain flowers and columbine. A fresh source of water can't be far from them. If you find nothing there, venture into the wilds and seek them for yourself. In the wilderness, you'll find herbs, flowers, and mushrooms all around. These make the best reagents. As for solvents, look for bubbling springs in lakes, ponds, streams, and shores, sealed bottles as well. Purity of the solvent is key.
I see my summons reached you. Good. Good. You may wonder who I am and why I sent for you. Don't. Just trust me. I have only the best interests of the Empire in mind, but we must leave now if we're going to take advantage of the situation. A situation that could end the Three Banners War and get Irene, Emmerich, and Yoren to return to their senses. While these children squabble over territory, the common people and the Empire suffer. We have an opportunity and we need to jump on it. In simple terms, I just purchased 2 halves of an ancient tablet, the Wrathstone. It forms a map that should lead us to a weapon whose existence will force all sides to cease their aggressive behavior. Help me acquire this weapon and end the war. We must hurry. Even now, someone follows me, resisting my best efforts to identify them. While I deal with this threat, I need you to begin the process of locating the triangulants. Without them, the map is worthless. Of course it is. I just invented it. Right now, the map shown on the Wrathstone has no identifying features. Without the triangulants, I have no context by which to read the map. I know a Khajiiti lawmaster, however, who can help with that. Each half of the tablet contains part of a map and an inscription. Khanzari and the demon weapon. The key to finding the triangulants resides in that Khajiiti myth. We must convince Dagharil Dro to direct us to storytellers who know the legend. Dagharil Dro often relaxes in stone falls. We need to bring him a gift, however, and I happen to know he is fond of dusk mushrooms. Gather the mushrooms in High Tide Hollow, then meet me at the Lawmaster's camp. I'll mark the location on your map. I know about a great many things, but Khajiiti legends tend to be convoluted. The Lawmaster must direct us to the secret order of storytellers, the Moon Singers. Only they can set us on the correct path. Now, gather the mushrooms for Dagharil Dro.
Finally! I was beginning to think you'd never show up here. Glad to see that my calculations and speculations proved correct. I assumed you'd eventually show up here, and as usual, the Great Mage was right. Now, come closer. We have much to discuss, you and I. I recently received a message that was apparently meant for you, from an oracle. It came to me in a most unsettling manner. Anyway, I determined the chances of meeting you here, and there you are. Saves me the trouble of crafting a message stone. Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal, but since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers, but Mariv possesses a genuine talent. Down to the last syllable. Her predictions are open to interpretation, but what she said made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away, 3 dark princes, and your name. After that, she stopped responding to my projections. It means you need to find the oracle and make sure she's all right. I enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Bankarai, near her last known location. And take this medallion of summoning. Use it to call upon me if the need arises. As it so happens, the Great Mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go?
Yes, that's... Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you. New members are the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me. West of here, on the coast near Ash Mountain, lies a Dwemer ruin, the Inner Sea Armature. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find. The Inner Sea Armature is a dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept.
I'll have his heart. Stranger, I'm bold to ask, but have you met a man named Denthis Ramori in the neighborhood? My worthless apprentice. He stole one of my spellbooks. Unfortunately for him, I am no fool. That book is protected by a ward invoking, Arche or Akatosh. I imagine he regrets taking that book now. Why? I want my spellbook back, and I want to flay him alive. You can search for him, or his brother might know where he is. Dethys favors the tavern nearby. Oh, and please, don't mention the flaying.
Enslavement of us all, the god of ski, the prince of
If you have a letter from the Forge Mother, then you've come to the right place. And we don't even care that you're one of those Nord-loving, lizard-liking, preening like a dark elf, card-carrying members of the Ebonheart Pact. No offense. And here I am, all the way from the icy nethers of Hrothgar, to officially welcome you and transport you to Orsinium. Of course, I'm also supposed to make sure you're willing to do a little hard work. There's no room for shirkers on my wagon. I sent a caravan full of food and supplies to Orsinium. Once there, everything will be distributed to the outlying clans to help them make it through the winter. The caravan's slow. I want you to catch up with it and see it safely to the city. The caravan should have just entered Hrothgar territory. I can take you as far as the entry gates, but you'll have to make it from there on your own. This is important. If those supplies don't reach the city, the smaller clans don't stand a chance.
So much to do.
I'll need a new blade before I... 3 keep you, traveler. Welcome to the Darvin's Watch Guildhall. The Fighters Guild. Have you come to join our worthy crusade? We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk about it for a moment? Good, good. I know we'll be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Good, good. Right. Sees All Colors here is our new guildmaster. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their dark anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains fall from the sky. Plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Smart question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know when the council will come looking for more hands.
Can't you see I'm busy?
What do you want?
Greetings, stranger. Long journey? Have you eaten yet? The large, foul-tempered rats on the docks taste really good. It's a pity the barkeep doesn't care for them. I don't know why.
Pardon me, I'm showing the Scale Sister around town before we take up blades for the Pact. He's a crank. He hates drunk singing in his bar. Apparently he only likes beautiful voices.
By the divines, the ale servers in this place get uglier by the day.
Is that right? Well then, sounds to me like you could be one of the Undaunted. A league of like-minded adventurers. Every one of us eager for riches and glory. Sound like anyone you know? So what do you say? Think you can be one of the Undaunted? You sure? Dungeon delving and monster fighting is not for the weak of heart. Good, but that's the easy part. The hard part is proving yourself. Bungle Grotto seems like a good test. A dark, dank cave few return from. See if you can best whatever's inside. If you survive, come meet me back here, and we'll make it official.
Get away from that!
I've been beaten lower than a dock rat. What's it to you? All my fault. The stinking Covenant boarded my ship while I was drunk in the crow's nest. We lost everyone. Now I'm just a lookout on a bar stool sailing in a bottle.
Welcome to the Fish Stink. What can I get you? I see you know your wines, friend. To get that bottle, I had to cut through a dozen Bretons and send their captain to Sovngarde. What? I turned back an entire fleet of those dirtbags while I was swimming. Why do you think they call me the Fish?
What in the name of Vivek do you put in this stuff?
I need a break.
Enthis once wanted a spell to make people taller and heavier. He said it would give us parity in dealing with the Nords. He's an idiot. A thieving idiot. Ah! My spell book. Excellent. If you're hungry later, come back. I have a delightful recipe for roast chicken.
Do I detect the bouquet of Tears of Amaya? Ah, it's good to make new business acquaintances. Remember Naril Helleron, my friend. We may see each other again.
Good, good. I know we'll be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Good, good. Right. Seize all... Smart question. Then welcome to the family.
I must finish this. Comrade, we have need of you. Will you fight by our side? The Guild has accepted an unusual contract. We've agreed to eradicate Daedric anchors when they drop from the sky. Wherever they appear, Molag Bal's minions soon follow. As we speak, 2 of my guardians investigate rumored anchor sites. Merrick and Aleph are the best the Guild has to offer. Meet up with them in the hills west of Davin's Watch. You can proceed from there. I know you'll change the river's course, comrade. They're investigating the wilds nearby, above the starved plains. You again. Either tell me... Wish I was off adventuring.
Vestige! You're the help the Skull King promised? Suddenly I feel a lot better about our chances. Still, this threat is bigger than King Yoren imagined. The Ice Reach Coven. Witches operating in secret right under the Skull King's voluminous nose. And this isn't just the usual Reach mischief, of that I'm sure. I need to investigate, but I can't do it by myself. Help me locate the Coven and determine their ultimate intentions. Between the two of us, we can cover more ground and figure out the full extent of this threat. As long as the magic Yoren's wizards gave me works as promised, that is. Meet me in Deshan. The Skull King's scouts spotted members of the Coven near the shrine to St. Realms. We'll start there. As for the magic, I'll tell you more about that when we're away from prying eyes. Meet me in Deshan. King Yoren sent me to look into a sudden barrage of storms in the Sea of Ghosts. At least 2 ships sank beneath the freezing waves. The Ice Reach Coven was responsible. I uncovered evidence suggesting they're planning an attack on the mainland. I'm not exactly sure. That's why we need to investigate. But if they have the ability to summon destructive storms on command, think of the damage they can inflict on towns and cities. Look, are you ready to go?
March into the great houses.
The card I charted will take us where... this is the place. Can't say I know what Reach Witches would be doing here. But the Skald King Scouts have never sent me on a wild guar chase before. Let's see if the trek out here was worth it. I was getting to that. At Ice Reach, I picked up a couple of the medallions the witches were wearing, for further study by the Skald King's wizards. The wizards determined that magic was infused into the jewelry, but not its purpose. The Skald King's wizards added their own spell to the medallions. We each get one. Here. They're supposed to lead us to magic similar to what's contained in the medallions. Ice Reach magic. Wave it around and see what happens. Don't look at me. It's not like Nords are known for being great mages, so whatever the Skald King's wizards did may not work, or it could explode. Hold up the medallion and see if you can make it work. Thanks to the Skald King's wizards, it should lead us to magic similar to what's contained in the jewelry. Ice Reach magic. Just take it out and give it a try. It actually worked! Follow that trail. I'll take the other one. Find anything? So, find anything that will help us locate the Ice Reach Coven? I was led to a similar site. Damn witches! Whatever game the Ice Reach Coven is playing at, we need to put an end to it. Preferably with multiple swings of my axe. Let me see the note you found. That's no help. Luckily, Yoren's scouts provided a few locations of interest with their last report. Let me mark them on your map. When you reach each location, use the medallion and see where the magic leads. I'll catch up with you shortly. First ice storms, now fire. Keep your guard up. The Coven won't hesitate to kill anyone who gets too close.